Debbie Marcoux is licensed by the Department of Business Oversight under the California Residential Mortgage Lender Act, NMLS ID 237926. Also licensed in Arizona 0941504, Florida 76508, Georgia 69178, Illinois 031.0058339, Nevada 57237, Oregon, Tennessee 184373, Texas, Washington 237926. Heidi Cycle Points DBO 1666881, Arizona 101648.
She's a mortgage mom. She can get things done. When you're in need and don't know where to go, pick up the phone and call Mom.
Welcome to Mortgage Mom Radio. I am Debbie Marcoux, and as always, I've got Heidi Schlegel Points with me. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. It was so funny. I don't think you thought we were going on, and you started to say something.
I did. It's really hot in here.
Oh, it's hot. Is that what you were saying?
Yes.
I couldn't quite understand. Like I heard you like whisper something, but I didn't know what it was. It's like, we're live. We're on.
Yeah, well, it's still hot in here.
Oh my goodness, I love it. Well, welcome to Mortgage Mom Radio. I'm Debbie Marcoux, and as always, I've got my best friend Heidi on with me. And what do we do? Well, this is Mortgage Mom Radio. We bring you all of the education and advice that you need, all things real estate and mortgage. So if you've been trying to buy a home, you've been trying to refinance, you've been trying, anything at all real estate, fix your credit, can't get a loan unless that's good, we're here to help you and to give you all of the advice that you need. How do you ask us your questions? Okay, well, number one, you guys can watch us live. We are live every Wednesday on YouTube, and that is at 5 p.m. or 7 p.m. It is Pacific time. So if it is Central time, you guys are listening to us out in Texas, that is where we are going to be on radio next. Then you guys will be tuning in at 7. But we are on at 5 or 7, wherever it is that you guys are located. If you are East Coast, it is 8. I don't think we don't go anywhere the other direction. So it's 5, 7, or 8, right? Oh, I guess there's Mountain time. It is Mountain, right? So Arizona, you guys are weird because you're on our Pacific time right now.
Right.
But then do you go to Mountain time?
We're actually Arizona time.
Yeah, you guys are like weird. You're your own thing.
Because we don't change times.
Right. Are you the only state that does that?
No.
No? What other states do that?
You know what? I don't know. But I know that there are several that stopped changing times.
I really wish that we would. I just...
California voted on it.
I just don't get it. I just don't get it. But anyway, whatever. So you guys all get it. It's 5%. It's 5%. Look at that. I'm in mortgage mode. Mortgage mode. If you guys are watching us, this really is live. So that's what happens when we make the mistakes. And what do? We take this live sound and we send it to radio. So whatever mistakes that I make, you guys get to hear it on Saturday and Sunday on the weekends. But if you guys have questions, where I was going with that is if you guys have questions and you want to hear us answer them live, you've got to tune in to the YouTube. So how do you do that? You go to YouTube, you search for Mortgage Mom Radio, you subscribe to our channel, and make sure you click that notification bell. You need to turn it to all so that you know when we go live and you know when we upload videos that are already created, such as the homebuyer workshops. So make sure that you guys are subscribing to the channel and tune in on Wednesdays. That way you guys get to ask us questions. If you put something in the feed, you say hi, you give us a thumbs up, you have a question, we're going to acknowledge that you're there. We love that you're watching, and we'd love to hear from you. So please do that. If not, we love that all of our radio listeners do tune in every Saturday, and depending on the station, it might be Sunday. So we do love that. And you guys can listen to podcasts. So any show that we do is also on podcast. We have a lot of people that are not really radio people anymore, or they really like to dig into their XM or their Sirius. We get it. Maybe YouTube's not your thing, but we are on podcast. So if you prefer podcast, the best thing to do is to search Mortgage Mom Radio. Everywhere you find Mortgage Mom Radio on podcast, YouTube, website, mortgagemomradio.com. Everything is Mortgage Mom Radio. So we want to make sure that you guys are following, you're getting all of the education and advice that you need, and we're bringing you information that you want to hear. So one of the things that I would absolutely love would be, can somebody tell me if there's a topic that we have never talked about? Maybe we have, but it was a long time ago. You never heard it. If you've got some advice or there's something you want to know about, shoot it over to us. So how do you do that? Questions questions@mortgagemomradio.com. It is that easy. Send your email to questions@mortgagemomradio.com. You are going to get an answer from me, from the mom, and we're going to get you sent over to anybody else that you might need to work with, such as Heidi or one of the girls on the team. So, questions@mortgagemomradio.com.
Okay, we got a couple comments. Heather's joined us on YouTube and says, hi, everyone.
Hey there, Heather. Thanks for watching.
And then Erica, also on YouTube, says, hello, smiley face. It's not observed in Hawaii, Puerto Rico, American Samoa, Guam, the U.S. Virgin Islands, and most of Arizona.
Look at her go. I love it. See, we're learning stuff.
Education.
We are learning. Thank you so much for Erica. We appreciate that very, very much. So everybody that is listening, now you just learned something new. Again, we're education and advice. If you guys like the show, though, please give us a thumbs up. Really appreciate it. Share it with your friends. Anything you guys can do to help us get the message out there would be fantastic. If we're bringing you guys great advice, also please Yelp us or Google us. Give us some sort of a review. We'd really appreciate that too. I can't tell you how much advice that we give that we don't actually turn around and turn that into a loan or create income based off of the call that you made or the email that you sent. We truly are here to help get you put in the right direction. And then obviously we would absolutely love to work with you if you are in the, if you're market. Oh my goodness. See, I'm losing it today.
I was like, if you're looking,
I'm
mortgage,
looking at, I'm
refinance, purchase.
Yeah, I'm literally losing it today. I'm out of shape. I'm out of radio shape. Anyway, but if you're in the market for a loan, for a mortgage, we would love to help you, whether that's your bank statement, program, FHA, VA, conventional. I'll tell you what's really funny, Heidi, is just this week, I had a real estate agent ask me if I did VA loans. So she had already sent a client to us that was conventional, and they happened to mention that they were a veteran. And I said, oh my goodness, that's fantastic. That just opens us up to so many more options. And she goes, oh, well, you do VA loans?
You're like,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've done one or two,
just a couple. Any loan, any loan that is out there, we can get you hooked up. It doesn't matter what it is that you're looking for. You've got to call us. If it's one that we don't particularly do, we've got a referral source for you to get that loan done. So something like a land loan or a construction loan, we're going to get you sent over to the right bank that is writing those loan types. If you're looking for hard money, we've got outlets for that we can refer you over to somebody that can help you with the hard money. So lots of different loan options are available, and we'll get you where you need to go, depending on what you're looking for. So what do you guys do? Okay. questions@mortgagemomradio.com. You call us. Heidi, do you know the number by heart yet? Look at her.
No.
Okay. It is 844 We Lend for You. That is LEND and the number 4. 844 We Lend for You. LEND and the number 4. So come on, Heidi, do it.
Oh yeah, we lend for you.
Exactly. That's all you had to say.
I'm lucky I know my husband's cell phone number.
I love it. Okay, and then what does Erica mean, Matt? Maybe you understand what she's putting into the feed, but she says, no problem, just call me Jamie.
I'm literally asking her right now.
Okay.
I have no idea.
You got to tell us what that means, Erica. We don't get it. But
No.
Thank you for giving us the education. I love that.
Yes.
Anyway, so it's 844 We Lend for You. That is the number 4.
Okay.
And
I will know this.
Yeah,
Next Wednesday.
love it.
I will give the phone number.
Perfect. I love it. It's 844-935-3634. You go to mortgagemomradio.com. There's a big button that says contact us. Go ahead and send me your question right there. It's questions@mortgagemomradio.com. Tons of ways to get a hold of us. The best way to get a hold of us, and my favorite way, is with the phone app, because you've got all of the calculators and you can apply for the loan and you can email Heidi and you can call the office and you can watch the podcast watch the YouTube and listen to the podcasts, and you can do all kinds of things through that phone app. You can schedule an appointment for a phone consultation. You can do anything that you really need to do on that phone app. It's pretty awesome. So what do? You text the word mom to 36260. So text mom to 36260. That is how you get the phone app. So we need to do some catching up with Mom, but I can see that Erica wrote one more thing. So tell us what she's got going on.
Yeah, so Jamie is the guy that looks up stuff for the Joe Rogan podcast.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I love it.
Oh, and Houseboat Billy popped in to say hello, ladies.
Oh, Houseboat Billy, so great to see ya. We love it. Absolutely love it. Keep watching. And why don't you throw some questions in the feed, Billy? We never hear you ask.
Got to get you off the houseboat and into a residential house.
Right. Out of the boat and into the house. I don't.
Yeah.
Well, and then you get. I don't know. Houseboats are pretty darn cool. So just
They
gonna
are.
say.
They are.
I know. I love them. I love them. Anyway, all right. So we got to do some catching up with Mom. Then we do have to talk some mortgage and some real estate, and then the show's over, right? But what do you guys do? You watch us on Wednesdays to ask us your questions while we're talking, and or you send us messages through wherever you want to. So anyway, how was your week?
It's been long. It's it's been good. It's picking up a lot, right? So it's been really busy, and we've the market's turned just a little bit where we're getting a lot more, those loans that no one can do.
Mm-hmm.
So we're back to where we get those phone calls, couldn't do it, got turned down, no one else is getting it done. So I have spent it's Wednesday.
Right.
So the last 2 days I've spent almost the entire full days on one loan.
One loan, 12 hours at least minimum.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got it done today.
Nice. Made it happen.
Got it done.
Made it happen. That's the way it goes down, right? It's the way it happens. And you are right. The market goes through its little fluctuations, right? So interest rates were super duper duper low, and everybody and their mother that wanted to refinance, that had absolutely perfect credit, a ton of equity in their home, money in the bank, they reached out and they took advantage of the lowest rates in the history of ever. And, they were super slam dunk, get it done, super fast transactions. And now interest rates are still fantastic. And that's what I said last week on the show as well. We're talking low threes. I mean, some are in the twos. I mean, rates are still fantastic, but they aren't quite as low as they were before. So there's a lot of people that haven't refinanced yet. Maybe they were scared. They didn't think they could get it done, and they're just finally kind of getting around to it. Like, okay, maybe I'll try. And they're a little bit more difficult to do. But I'll tell you what, if anybody can get those loans done, it's me and Heidi. So, if you're out there and you're listening.
I kind of want to throw this one out there, because this might help some of those that are a little hesitant, right? Yeah. So this is a purchase. They do own another property. They just modified that mortgage on the other property in January.
Yep. And it was in forbearance.
Yeah. But on this one, they didn't miss any payments on the modification, but they did modify it. We've got all the paperwork. They do have another property. They did have a forbearance. They're okay with that one. They've now made some payments, and they're purchasing another property. The credit score is not marking all the boxes. Okay. They're not up in the 700s. And we had, 12 hours. I worked on it and kind of went back and forth. And what can we do? 5% down, conventional. It is owner occupied. And after 12 hours, we're there, we're getting them in, and they're going to close their loan and get their house.
Yep, absolutely. And that's how we do it.
Yes. But, I wanted to kind of bring that up because yes, it took some time, and yes, they needed to be patient, but they're not that cookie cutter, mark all the boxes, perfect loan. However, we're still making it happen, and they have been very patient with me, and they're, fantastic borrowers. I had a couple of conversations with them, but they're still getting what they wanted, even though we had to do some back and forth conversations, explaining, asking the appropriate questions, and they're honest and we're getting through it. But it's a great example for some people that said, I had to modify a mortgage and it was a rental, but here's why. We got the documents, but I can't go out and buy something, or I can't go out and refinance.
Maybe you can, maybe you can't. But if you call us, we're going to let you know this is what we have to do to get you there if it's not today. Or we're going to let you know, hey, you know what? we can actually do this right now. So
Exactly.
you don't know unless you do call.
Exactly. I'm not saying everyone can do it, but again,
Yeah.
we
No, but
can't
it gives
necessarily
hope.
tell you while we're on the phone,
Right.
but what we can do is look through all the options and see what we can do
Yeah. It gives
and
you
when.
it gives somebody hope that is hearing this right now, listening to the show. You know what, maybe I might have the opportunity to get that loan done. And all you've got to do is call our office, and you're going to get that fantastic advice by either starting with me or one of the
Yes.
girls or boys on the team. They're going to talk to you and roll through with you your scenario and how long has it been since, you did do the modification, and how many payments have you made since that time, and are you in forbearance, and okay, and have you finished that yet? And they're going to take you through all those questions and options, and then let you know what do you need to do to get this loan done that you're looking for. So no,
Yeah.
I like that.
Absolutely.
And over on YouTube, Nancy has joined us. Says, "Hi, mortgage moms. You both look fabulous."
Oh, Nancy, thank you so much.
Hi, Nancy.
I love Nancy. Thank you so
Miss
much
you.
for watching. We do. I know. It's so sad. It's so sad how people can't get together anymore and see each other. It's coming back. It is. It has. I mean, really, there's so many people at this point that are getting the shots. And I mean, even Mikey, my 16-year-old, he's had his first one. Waiting,
Right.
he'll have his second one in a couple of weeks. And I just got an email from the school today that they're starting to do them at the junior high school. So you could sign up to, and I believe that they lowered the age now down to 12 years old, where before it was only approved for 16 or over. Now it's 12 and over. So we've got to be getting there pretty soon. Like, I feel like there's light at the end of the tunnel at this point.
Yeah, I'll say we're definitely getting there. So we got notification that this week they started at our school that masks are optional because they have opened up so much for the vaccines in Arizona. There was actually a surplus, and they said, "Hey, come do it."
Yeah.
They actually have a drive-through
Yeah.
that they're opening up, and when you still call, make an appointment, but they did open them up to lower ages.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's very good. So
I mean,
don't
it was
know.
only high school that they're allowing the
Yeah.
limited masks, but
Right. And are they going
it's a
full
starting
time? Are
point.
you guys going full time back to school? Like Monday through
We've
Friday?
been full time since October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got to get on that bandwagon. I'm ready for it. I'm so
Yeah.
over this part-time kids at home. It's sitting in front of the computer. Like, enough is enough. It truly is. We've got to get these kids back to school. So I'm really looking forward to that light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
So my week, has been
Yeah.
amazing. So Mikey did have a lacrosse game and tore his ACL. So at the moment I am, calling insurance and doctors and getting him in, and we're doing physicals because I know he's got to have surgery, and I want to make sure obviously that he's healthy. He's 16 years old. He doesn't get sick very often. We don't go to the doctor unless he's sick. We need to. So I took him in for a physical, and they're like, he hasn't been here in a couple of years. I'm like, well, no, he hasn't been sick. Well, he's still a kid. Like, he's supposed to come in once a year. I'm like, well, my bad. I didn't know.
Right.
Manny
Yeah.
was a little bit different. Manny has a heart condition. So we were in all the time, always being seen, regular appointments. And so when it came to the second one, I just didn't realize that was normal. I figured, hey, the kid's, he's super healthy. He's had all of his childhood shots. What do we got to go for? So I got a little slap on the hand this week. But yeah, so we got an appointment again now tomorrow with, we had one appointment with Children's Hospital Ortho, and the local ortho here in our area does not do surgery. So they just called me back today now to get me in at the actual hospital in LA to go see a different doctor there who does do surgery. So we're going to go see him tomorrow. And then obviously, trying to make sure that everything's covered and, fun times. So,
It never does end as a mom, right?
It doesn't. And it's so funny because somebody said, oh my gosh, I hope he's okay. And I'm like, oh, he'll be totally fine. I mean, it's a sports injury, right? I mean, I
Right.
broke my foot. I'm sure you've done things. Everybody's done something themselves, and they always recover, right? But it makes you wonder, why do we all push our kids to do high school sports? They all get hurt. Manny broke a wrist. Now Mikey's got a torn ACL. Like, they all get what? Why? Why do
Right?
we feel that it's so important?
Oh yeah, I was so excited for Christopher to play football, and you've seen my kid.
Yeah.
Weighs a whole 95 pounds soaking wet, and first time he gets to play out on the field, I'm so excited. And he comes out with a concussion. I'm like, well, I'm glad you got to
That was
sample
awesome.
that. That was good.
That was awesome.
Next sport.
Right? That was a good experience. Now you know what
good.
it feels like to play football.
Right. Hope you liked it. It's over.
Yeah, I know. It's something, I don't know. It's like unless they're like 6'7" and they're going into the pro, I don't know. I'm starting to feel like maybe sports isn't really a necessary thing. But anyway, so we'll go to the appointment tomorrow and we'll see, and we'll schedule surgery and find out when that's going to be and work through it. It stinks. It's like right before summer, and so now, and here's the biggest thing that stinks for him. I mean, really, like this is true mom stuff, and it stinks for me. No lie. So he is already 16 years old. He turned 16 in December, but with everything that's been going on, it was very difficult, like to get his, do the permit thing, get him into the DMV, all that stuff. So anyway, so he finally did. Then his grades were pretty gnarly for a minute there, so he wasn't allowed to start doing the actual driver's training until we got the grades situated. So we did, and he started the driver's training. And so today was going to be his third driver's training. And next week, he was going to take his test for his license. So it is his right leg. So he cannot drive. We had to cancel the driver's training. We had to cancel the DMV appointment for the license, which means all the longer that mom gets to keep, or brother gets to keep, or dad gets to keep driving this kid back and forth to lacrosse practice, because he still has to show up and be involved while he's standing there on his crutches with his knee in a brace.
Yes.
Right?
Still got to be part of the team.
So amazing. It's so
same
amazing.
with Christopher, right?
Yeah.
Passed the test, had to cancel the permit thing multiple times, finally got the permit. And then my kid's a little different, got himself in some more trouble.
Yeah.
And may or may not get a driver's license. So, but he's got a car.
Yeah. I may need to buy that car from you for Mikey, but again, it might not be for another couple of months. But I'm going to tell you what, that kid is going to be driving, because come junior year for him, I am not driving that kid to school or back and forth or to practices. Mom is done. I'm over it. I'm done. Finished. Yeah.
That's how I feel. I'm like, why do I keep getting punished?
Right? I know. I don't know. I really
Get your
feel like
license.
you might want to take this episode and actually just put it on to your, Are You There, God? It's Me, Mom.
Yeah.
This
Dear
is
God,
a
it's
good
me,
one.
Mom.
Yeah, this is a good one. You should just take slices of this one and be like, here's a new episode. I put it there.
Here you go. How come we get punished every time they do something?
I don't know. I don't get it. Anyway, this is Mortgage Mom Radio. So welcome to Mortgage Mom Radio. I'm Debbie Marcoux. That's Heidi Schlegel Points. We just did our catching up with mom. Mikey's got an ACL tear. I'm still recovering from my mommy makeover. Don't have oxygen on today. I have graduated from all day oxygen to only sleeping with oxygen. And I've got a week and a half left of that, and then I graduate out of that. I have 6 months of blood thinners, which I'm already, I think, 2 weeks into. So my tons of fun off-roading, quads, surfing, skiing is done for the next 6 months. But that doesn't mean I can't chill on the boat, so I can still have fun. Alcohol doesn't really mix with blood thinners. So that's pretty, I don't know. That's like my wine time. Like that's getting into my wine time. I'm a little disappointed about that, but we all shall make it. We all shall make it through. This is Mortgage Mom Radio, right? So we're getting there. Everybody's getting there. If you guys have questions about anything, let me know. Send me an email to questions@mortgagemomradio. You want to know about you want to know about my mommy makeover? You want to know about my kid's ACL, or you want to know how that goes down because you got one that needs the same thing? Send me a message. I'm more than happy to share. And hey, I've got a 5-year-old still in diapers because he's autistic. So if you want to know anything about that too, let me know. I got the full gamut going on. You want to know about a kid that needs to have open heart surgery? I've had one that's had 2. I can help you with that as well. We are not shy of things that we can give advice on. It's all here.
I can tell you all about a troubled teen. That's what I got.
I love it.
All about court dates.
Right? Court dates. I love it. Gosh.
Erica on YouTube has asked, what about cannabis?
I'm assuming she's asking about your troubled teen, and we will leave that one off of radio.
Yeah, that's for my show.
Right. That's for Are
So
You
we'll-
There, God? It's Me, Mom. You guys
Yeah.
do have to go to YouTube and search that. Heidi's got her show. You have like what, 2 or 3? How many episodes?
Finally put out a third one.
A third one.
I'm right on top of this.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So Dear God, It's Me, Mom. And that's a whole different level and that you would not put on radio.
No, you would not. But it is about moms and dealing with kids. And again, kind of like what you said, they do something wrong and we get punished. So it's a great show. Tons of awesome information. If you guys want to check it out, go when you're at YouTube, subscribing to Mortgage Mom Radio, subscribe to Are You There, God? It's Me, Mom. So you should definitely check it out. Anyway, this is a mortgage show. So much fun for all of the catching up. Is there, you brought it up a little bit earlier today. You said that you were working on that loan for the last 2 days. We talked about how the market has shifted a bit, starting to get a little bit more difficult loans. By the way, guys, that is not to say anything mean. We love those difficult loans.
No.
We love them. Literally, when Heidi said no right now, she didn't mean like, no, we don't want them. No, we don't want you.
No, we're not saying anything bad about them.
Yes, no.
That's what I meant, no.
Yeah. They are probably the best part of our day, to be honest with you. It's the most fulfilling thing that we can do in this industry that we're in mortgage, is to be able to tell somebody yes when they've been told no multiple times. And so if you do have a loan that is more difficult, we do want you to reach out to us. And this is what I tell every single person, and I want you guys to hear this. I am not telling you that I am going to tell you yes. What I'm going to do, number one, is look at it to see, is there a way to tell you yes? And if there is, we are going to figure that out. We are going to turn that circle into a square if we have to do that. However, if we can't do it, I can't tell you how many times that I get a phone call from somebody that says, well, I just had my loan declined, but I don't understand why. And I'll say, well, what did they tell you? And they truly don't really give them a real complete explanation of what the problem was, because they can't even explain it to me. And I'm like, look it, apply for the loan. Let me look at it. If anything, if I can't do it, I can at least explain to you why you can't get that loan. And you can stop having to shop. You can stop calling multiple lenders, pulling your credit report, applying for the loan, being frustrated, going through the process that is frustrating in itself, right? It's overwhelming to just be told no over and over again. If you need to know why it was no, we're going to tell you why they said no. However, it gives us the opportunity to possibly say yes, or, hey, we've got a solution, do this, this, and this, and then we can say yes. So maybe it's a month or two that you need to get those things in order, and then we get you rolling forward. Maybe it's something we do right away, or maybe it's something we can't do at all, but we're going to at least honestly sit you down and tell you what was wrong. Why didn't it work? And what do you need to correct moving forward to have this opportunity again in the future? And then how far into the future is the opportunity? Is it next year when you file your tax returns and you file it correctly? Is it this year, but we just need to get the credit score up a little bit? Are you in forbearance and you need to make one more payment and we're good to go? We love those difficult loans though. So please don't take that as we don't want to hear from you. We do. Give us that opportunity to help you.
And, to piggyback on that, the reason I mention the difficult loans is because so many people are told no and they don't know why. Also, one great thing about our team is there is no arrogance. If I am looking through something and I am stumped or struggling, or I'm like, oh, I'm so close, that's when I stop and say, okay, Deb, here's where I stopped. What do you look at? Can you take a look? What do you see? Or vice versa. Mm-hmm. Or we have so many other people on our team that we can say, second set of eyes.
Yeah.
Hey, I went from here to here to here, last set of eyes. Like, how do we work as a team to solution for our client?
Right.
And there are a lot of companies that will help do that. And then there are some that it's just simply, I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't resolve it. I can't help you.
Mm-hmm.
So I mention some of those difficulties because I know there have been people out there that are just completely deflated and defeated. And they're like, it can't happen for me. I'm done. We don't want you to feel that way. We want you to know if it didn't happen for you, why? And then what are your next steps? Not just, well, I was told I can't, forget it.
Right. Yeah.
So that's why I bring it up.
Yeah, and they need to know why, because if they know why, then they have the opportunity to turn that no into a yes. It's just a matter of when, right?
Right.
So, those things are very important. We love them. They're our favorite loans, that is for sure. If you're out there and you're in that situation, you don't think that it's an option, somebody's told you no, you're just not sure, you want to know really why, then call us. So just give us a call. It's 844 We Lend for You. That is LEND and the number 4. Say it, Heidi.
844 We Lend for You.
There you go. It's 844-935-3634. Get on our calendar, talk to somebody. Very good chances. I have built this team. I am so proud right now. I've got to let you know I'm so proud. When we started the show on radio, not podcast, not YouTube. We started on radio, didn't have the website built out. We didn't have anything. We were just starting. I was just flying by the seat of my pants, right? And this was about 5 years ago. And it was literally me. And at the time, I had an assistant named Marla. So it was just me and Marla at the time. And since that time, we have built it. And obviously, you have turnover. And, she moved on to bigger and better things, which is great. She promoted up and got into management and did fantastic things, which I love. But I am really at a point of excitement right now because it's no longer just me and Heidi doing loans. We've got, Heather and Carrie and Cindy and Larry and Manny and Matt and you, Heidi, and me and we're
Tiffany.
And Tiffany and we've got such a great team now that it's no longer give us a call and wait 3 or 4 days before you can talk to me. Now it's hey, let me see who's available right now. And almost everybody, and Matt, you're the one taking the calls. How often are you actually transferring those calls almost immediately?
Oh, almost every time.
Yeah. So there's always somebody that's available. And the best part is that I've been able to kind of back out a little bit, and I'm able to watch over now everything that is happening instead of being so deeply inundated in that direct loan that I'm actually able to, I'm like watching everything and I'm watching it evolve, and it's absolutely amazing. And I'm answering the questions and I'm getting calls from, the girls and boys and saying, how do you think we should do this? And, how could I do that? And then I'm helping them and I'm getting them the answer. They're getting the client the answer. I'm on every single email that goes back and forth between every client and whoever it is that they're working with. And I can jump in and answer questions when there's one that comes up that maybe needs me. And same for you, Heidi. I mean, you're on every single email as well.
Yes.
We've really done a great job at building out a team, building out an environment that we're, getting the clients what they need, plus the service, because that was the part that was so hard last year. And even beginning of this year was people waiting, calling and wanting an appointment with me. And it was like 4 days out, 5 days out. I mean, I think at one point we were like 10 days out for a call with me. Now you can talk to somebody right away. And obviously they all have my bat phone. So they call me if it's a question that they don't know. And these girls are good. I mean, they're good. It's not like I've got to stop and explain every time what they're doing with a loan. I don't. But obviously, like you just said, when something is difficult, then we can lean on each other to work through it and to solve what's the best way possible to get this thing done. And so it gives me more opportunity to help more people and faster. So it's really exciting. I got to say, I'm going to pat my shoulder right now, but
as you should.
Yeah. But obviously you've been a huge part of that as well. It's I don't know. It's great. I just love where it's going. I love where it's evolving to. We're always looking to grow the team. So if you're a loan officer and you've been thinking about making a move, definitely reach out to us, call us, talk to us, chat with us. Anybody that wants to get on the calendar that doesn't want to call in, but you do want to have a specific time for that phone consultation, go to the website or use your phone app and you can book your consultation right there. So go to mortgagemomradio.com and book the consultation, or use your phone app, text the word mom to 36260. If you've got the phone app, then you can actually book the consultation through the phone app. We did find out this week. I love this. This is kind of like a show of like, just what did we find out this week?
Right.
We've had some errors with our phone app where if you have not cleared your cookies, I believe, Matt, maybe you can explain it a little bit better, but it's with an iPhone. And if you want to get to the app, then something happens where you try to register and you can't. It like keeps bringing you back to like the wrong place. So what did they say that was the solve for that? It was like they had to clear their
I think you had to clear your history,
right?
or your cache. I don't remember them specifically saying cookies, but that could have been it too.
Right, but you have to clear the history, the browsing history on the phone, and then that will actually let you register it. So if you, and I think that what it is every time I make an update to that phone app to add more services, more calculators, book an appointment, call us, email us, watch us on YouTube, listen to the podcast. I mean, every time that I'm adding something new, then it kind of messes everything up, because the history, if you've ever been there before, is the history from the old app that you were looking at. So
it's not updating.
Right. So
It's holding that old app information
Right.
and doesn't let them do.
Right. So then it doesn't let them like register. So if you have been wanting to get the phone app, or you tried and you couldn't get it to register, or you couldn't get it to work, try again. Text the word mom to 36260. That's 36260. Text mom. Get the phone app. And if it doesn't work when you click on the link and go to register, clear your browsing history. This was on the iPhone. We have not heard anybody say anything wrong about their Androids, but this is on the iPhone. So if you have any problems, make sure you clear the history, and then you should not have a problem from there. If you do have a problem, just send an email to questions@mortgagemomradio.com, and either me or Matt will personally reach out to help you get the phone app on your phone. So we do want to make sure that you guys have that. It is a really, really valuable tool. It'll give you everything that you need. And if you're in the market for a refinance or a purchase, you definitely want to have this on your phone. If you are a real estate agent, this is a fantastic tool for you, because I guarantee you that you have clients ask you, what would this house cost me? What would my payment be? And you can run those payments for your clients while you're showing them properties. So it is a really awesome tool, and definitely you guys should download it. So text the word mom to 36260. Another thing that I haven't talked about in forever, really, is I keep mentioning that, we've got the podcast, and I say that all the time, but I want to make sure that everybody knows that every single show that we have done over the last, I would say now 3 years, is on podcast. So if you like to listen to podcasts, or you're somebody that likes to watch the show, listen to the show by radio on Saturday or Sunday, and you come into a portion of the show, or you didn't hear it all, or maybe we said something cool a couple of weeks back and started thinking about it again and you want to hear it again, go to the podcast if you like to listen to podcasts, and everything is there. Every episode is there. You can do the same thing with YouTube, obviously. You can watch us do it, right? Watch us do it live. Yep. Every single show, there's nothing that is fixed, filtered. What we do live is what goes to radio, but it is on our YouTube channel, so you can obviously watch it there as well. But a lot of people really do like podcasts, and so everything that we do that is on YouTube or radio is also in that podcast. So I want to make sure you guys know that. Whether it's iTunes or Stitcher or Google Play, wherever it is that you like to grab your podcasts from, you can listen to it. If you've got the phone app, you can listen to the podcast from the phone app. So pretty cool. You can go to my website. The podcast is there as well. So Heidi, we need to get your podcast going, because right now you are on YouTube only, right?
Yes, because I don't know how to do any of that, and it took me enough time to figure out how to just download my stuff to YouTube. Like a whole complicated experience for me.
I love it. It's not easy. When I first started, I started with the radio, which was a little bit different. That's all we did, was just radio. And then after a while, I'm like, well, I mean, we're on radio, so we might as well take the show and put it to podcast, because podcast was really getting big. And I thought, why not? We did the show, right?
Right.
It's done. So I had to learn how to do that, and it's building of the website and getting the WordPress going, and there is some complication to it,
Yeah.
but it took me about a solid 3 days of just focusing on that to get the website built and the podcast up and running. So I have a feeling if you took, and this was me being at work and then getting interrupted from people coming in and asking questions and phone calls and right. I have a feeling if you spent a Saturday and a Sunday on it, and I know how intelligent you are, you could get it done.
I feel like it's an iffy thing considering I still can't find my cloud. So I am pretty smart when it comes to, loans, but certain technology, it's just far beyond me.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and you know what? We got an answer from Erica on the whole cannabis thing because we thought she was talking about maybe like asking if that's why Christopher got in trouble, and she said, "LOL, it's for Debbie instead of wine."
Oh,
That makes
got
sense.
it.
That makes sense. But no, I can't do that either. I get really paranoid. I don't know. Ever since I had my first child 20 years ago, hormones change or something, and it's just not good for me. I'm just going to be a sober beaver for the next 6 months. We'll be good. It's fine. It's
But
kind of
she's
nice.
going to be all kinds of fun in 6 months when she has half a glass of wine and can't stand up.
Right. My tolerance is gone. Yeah, it'll be interesting. That's okay. Anyway.
I'm flying home for that one.
Right. I absolutely love it. So anyway, so how do you guys get a hold of us? You call us. It's 844-WE-LEND-4U. That is LEND and the number 4. If you guys have questions about mortgage, questions about real estate, you want an answer on the spot, and you are too scared to pick up the phone and get somebody, live, a real person, follow us Wednesdays on YouTube. That is 5 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Central time. And watch us. You guys can put your information into the feed, questions, comments, advice, thumbs up, whatever you guys want to give us. But go to YouTube. Please subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell. Make sure you turn it to all so that you know when we do upload our videos. Remember that we've got our Homebuyer Workshop 2021 that we've been working on consistently since the beginning of the year. And we're up to, how many episodes do we have in there so far right now, Matt?
I think we're up to 12 now. Yeah, 12 is.
We've got 12. We've got 13 done. You've got to get that one uploaded, right, this week, like Friday maybe. That right? Are we edited? 13?
What was the most recent one? I think was the one with Heather, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think we have a new one after that.
Okay, so I got to get on it. Yep. I got to get back to it. So we're going to do that. I'm going to have to do that. I think we've got about like 4 more to go, and we will have brought you guys from the beginning of I'd love to buy a house. What do I do? All the way to I just closed on my house and I got my keys. So we're about, I think, 4 or 5 episodes away from, or workshops away from making that happen. And if you've thought about buying a house and you don't know where to start and you don't know what to do, you need to go to YouTube, subscribe to the channel, and then go to our playlist, and it says Homebuyer Workshop 2021, and go through it. Just start at the beginning and just work your way through the workshop, because it literally will bring you from start to finish throughout the process. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so that when I do get these new ones up to finish out the rest of the transaction, that you guys know that they're there, and then you can continue to watch those as we release them. But I'd say we're probably about 4 or 5 away from being complete. And we have done a lot of work in those workshops. I mean,
by the time you're done, you can start over.
Right. Well, I kind of want to go
things change.
You know what? Honestly, I'd really like to go into, which I said this 2 years ago and it never happened, but I'd really like to go into like a refinance workshop, and only because refinance is its own little animal, and you've already bought a home before, you've already been through the loan process before. So it's not as confusing for somebody coming in. Like, they know what documents we're going to ask for. They know we have to pull their credit. They know that the better their credit is, that the better the interest rate will be. They know what PMI insurance is. They know whether they have it or they don't have it. They know if they have an FHA loan or a conventional. So it is a little bit easier for somebody doing a refinance. They've got some knowledge, but fees are different. Rates are different. Points are different. How long that it takes is different. Your appraisal is different. Things are just different with a refinance than they are with a purchase. So if you've never refinanced before, I think that would be a great workshop for somebody to be able to watch. And so that is actually my next goal is I'd really like to make a refinance workshop. And then after that, I'd really like to do like a home improvement, kind of getting into all of the different things and all of the different levels of what's available out there. And then how do you do it?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I think that'd be great. And I think with a refinance too, if you have bought one home and one home only, if you had an amazing real estate agent, a lot of what you did, you had that person to lean on.
right.
So a lot of times when it's their first refinance, that person holding your hand is gone. And now there are more questions that maybe you didn't ask through the loan process because this other person was kind of walking you through where it's a little bit different now.
Right. Right. Yeah, no, absolutely. And they referred you to call this lender. They're great. I love her. She's awesome. She's excellent. Maybe you didn't ask as many questions because you just had that from the beginning. You had that comfort level out the gate.
Yeah.
So you just kind of trusted with the
You're
process.
comfortable. You were trusting them.
You're excited about buying that house. You're excited about getting keys and moving in. You're just about willing to sign anything that you need to on any line that there is.
You don't know. You're not questioning, is it the right decision, wrong decision? Should I stay in the loan I'm in? It's your first loan. You're getting a loan because you want the house.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Different questions.
Right. But with the refinance workshop, I'd really like to touch on, debt consolidation and should you pay off, what is that blended rate calculator that we keep talking about, and what do fees look like, and what is this going to cost me, and what do you mean you're going to roll it into my loan, and what if I do buy points, and so I'd like to go into all of that. I think that's really important. So again, it's not ready yet. I've got to finish the home buyer workshop, but we only have, like I said, about 4 more episodes, and then that is going to be my next project. So if any of you out there that are listening would be interested in seeing those, you have to subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell on YouTube so that you do know when I upload, the different workshops. So I think that's about it for today, unless you've got anything else that you want to talk about.
Just a reminder that taxes are due soon.
Yes.
Filing your taxes, right? It
10
was
days.
Most of the tax returns were extended to May 15th. So please get them filed or file your extension, because as we start a loan process for you, if we start it soon, if you haven't filed, we will most likely need it before we close. So even if you didn't provide it today, we're going to need it or your extension. So do one or the other.
File an extension, please.
File an extension.
File
if
an
you're not
extension.
already in the process.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So if you're already in the process of a loan and you have not filed your taxes, please file an extension.
File an extension.
If you want to start a loan and you haven't filed your taxes yet, please file an extension.
Right. If you're already filing your taxes, just get them done.
And then file.
And
then
no, we will need them.
Yes, just get them done and then apply for the loan.
But please don't forget to do one or the other.
Right. Yes. Yes. You need to extend. And if you think you're going to owe money, you still have to pay. Don't forget that part.
Yes. Don't forget to pay.
Right.
Don't forget to pay or set up your payment plan.
Right. Absolutely. You know what I think that we should do? I can't even believe that we haven't had the tax grandma on one time this entire tax season. She was on with us for 2 years in a row, and we completely spaced on bringing on Denise, our tax grandma, to give us some insight. So
I think it just kind of came up and
it bit
us in the rear.
It did. It did. I feel so bad. If there's anybody out there that needs the tax grandma, you guys have questions, you need her advice, all you have to do is send me an email to questions@mortgagemomradio.com, and I will get you in touch with Denise. So she is our tax grandma. She's amazing. She's awesome. And I will get you guys in touch with her. So if you have something that is, you want some advice, you need some help, you need somebody to file your tax returns because you haven't done it yet, you don't like the person that you've been going to and you want somebody new, send me an email to questions@mortgagemomradio.com. I'll get you hooked up with Denise. I don't make any money. I want to make sure you guys know that. When we refer you off to people, we do not make money. I don't make money referring you off to a real estate agent. I do not make money referring you off to somebody to do your taxes. I do not make money, referring you off to an accountant, somebody that's going to run your business and your bills. I do not make money sending you off to a home improvement person. I only send you to people that I've worked with before that I trust. And for that, I hope that they're going to do the right thing for you. I'm not looking for the money back. So if you guys need a referral of any kind, it's questions@mortgagemomradio.com. That's how you get a hold of me. Ask me your question and I will get you put in the right direction. And if I don't have somebody for you, I'm going to tell you, I'm sorry, I don't have somebody for you. But definitely reach out. We've got a lot of contacts and we've got a lot of great people that we can hook you up with and get you set. So with that, our show's over. We did it. We made it an hour. Kind of talked about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff today. Lots of fun.
Hey, we never know what it's going to be.
We never know what it's going to be until we start talking. There's absolutely nothing scripted or put together. You guys need to give us a call. If you have questions, you want us, you need us, it's 844-935-3634. That's 844 We Lend for You. That is LEND and the number 4. Text the word mom to 36260. Get that phone app. Go to YouTube, subscribe to our channel. Just search for Mortgage Mom Radio. Click that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell. We will be back again next Wednesday. We are at 5 p.m. Pacific time and 7 p.m. Central time. And we hope to see you guys all then. Talk to you soon.
And have a great Mother's Day.
Yes, thank you. Have a great Mother's Day. I was actually reminded by Heather to say that today, and I totally forgot. So happy Mother's Day to all of you guys on Sunday. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.